got stiff or sore shoulders, want to build shoulders that can do this. It doesn't matter where your strength is now, achieving this is doable, but it will not happen by you repping out overhead presses or working on your rotator cuff. Here's what you can do to start building towards it now from an absolute beginner level, fast and safely in just a few minutes a week. If you want incredible functioning, good looking, mobile, strong shoulders, the first thing we want to do is set a really high level strength goal that covers our full range of motion and shoulder flexion. And so what we're going to set for this is a handstand push-up. We want our goal to be a freestanding handstand push-up. Now, obviously, if you're not there yet, you can't just start training these. So what you do is keep the same movement pattern of vertical pushing overhead, and we just scale down the difficulty by taking weight off our hands and putting them on our feet. And so we can scale this all the way down to 0, where you see me here, literally standing on my feet and just going through the motions, pushing with 0 resistance, but getting the full range of motion. And now from this point of 0, once we've found baseline, no difficulty, we can then titrate the difficulty up until we find a point where it's hard enough to challenge us and we can work there. And so from here, we can lean onto our hands, put more weight on them. And as that gets too easy, we can walk our feet up onto a platform to shift more weight onto our hands. Again, adjusting up and down as needed. If that gets too easy, we can then put our feet up on the ring straps. And then eventually with more strength, we'll be able to get all our weight onto our hands and we're doing the full thing. The important thing is to go through this 2-step process. First, find 0 and make sure you can get the full range of motion. And then at each point in that rep, increase the load that's on your hands until you're actually failing. If you work your actual strength limit at a point of failure throughout the full range of motion, then a couple minutes of this each week is more than enough to max out your body's weekly growth, pack on that muscle, build mobility, and ultimately get to your freestanding handstand push-up. The further you are down the beginner end of the spectrum, the faster you're going to be able to progress up to it. But it all depends on the level of intensity, how close you get it to your point of failure at all points during those reps that you do.